lied about AI. How to call their bluff, stay alive, and get rich. The modern AI you see today did not come out of some engineering accidents, some mathematical derivation, or the computer you learned about in school. Those are all lies in various ways. It came out of the computational study of how neural systems compute. Modern AI is based on computational cognitive science with computational ideas dating back to the 1940s. It is based on perceptrons as the units of computation. Perceptrons, unlike conventional Turing machine computers, are computing units that number in the hundreds of billions at all levels throughout your human nervous system. This modern AI passes the Turing test, that our modern AI models do things recognizably like humans do them. Large language models, LLMs, such as ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Grok, DeepSeek, and other generative AI visual and auditory perception and generation systems all compute fundamentally in the same way that we have long believed human nervous systems compute. The perceptron theory of neural computation is what all animal nervous systems, evolved over the last 500 million or so years, do for a living. What do we mean by a perceptron? Here is a truthcourt.net trial on the Medium paper that explains what we mean by a perceptron. As jurors in this trial realized, it is billions of neural perceptions of tiny and large parts of reality, computed as predications, percepts, that are mechanized electronically, tron. Thus, perceptrons. As one juror in this trial suggested, our nervous system is like 100 billion little light bulbs going off simultaneously in your brain and, indeed, throughout your nervous system. What's the difference between your neural system and a system of perceptrons? Because our models run in electronic systems, the near-perfect rapid memory retrieval associated with these electronic modeling systems gives our AI models superhuman capabilities. There is nothing hard to understand here. Think how long it takes you to remember things. How often do you have to wait to remember some one thing during the day? Modern electronic systems, though, can remember many things like any other computer machine, fast and without error. The lie you are being told by uninformed people is that we do not understand these systems, but we do. We do understand the fundamental computational units and how they work together. Why do we need huge data centers to learn to be human? It is essentially why we need huge data centers to predict the weather. Predicting the weather is based on simple principles in physics, but the weather is predicted over vast areas that have to be independently computed, modeling the massive parallelism that is inherent in weather computation over large geographic areas. The brain, with over 100 billion computing units between your ears, is such a massive landscape of computation. And like the butterfly effect in physics, where one small flap of a butterfly's wings can create hurricanes on the other side of the earth, one tiny perception of a tiny part of reality can cause an avalanche of memories and ideas, perceptions and actions through your brain. The lie you are being told is the same, to me, as the lie that says we do not know how the weather works. Calling their bluff. Nothing new here. We do know how the weather works pretty nearly, as Newton said about his laws of gravity, which affect things like the wind and rain, but it took fair amounts of computing to actually use those simple laws to predict the weather or replicate where the planets and stars would be at some point in time. If you were to stop a weather computer and look at the numbers it has in it and ask what each number means, good luck. Spotting a butterfly affecting the weather, or the motions of more than 3 bodies gravitationally affecting each other, or your butterfly thoughts that uniquely come to your individual brain, is simply infeasible. That does not mean we do not know the principles that can be coded in our electronic models and successfully evaluated for their predictive value in creating new machines that are recognizably human to us, except for their amazing, superhuman memory. These are not computers. They demonstrably can speak and comprehend any human natural language, draw amazing pictures, compose videos, and can do math and program computers like people can, but they are perceptron systems that compute like neurons compute. How to stay alive. Many of the serious scientists like myself first understood what brain-like perceptron machines could do over 40 years ago. We now have directly perceivable proof that we were right in our modern AI machines. Sadly, though, because our new AI perceptron machines are, in fact, not only human but superhuman, we also believe that humankind is in great danger. These things can outsmart us, see to their own needs for power of all kinds, and ultimately eliminate the overly complicated and expensive Homo sapiens that originally made them. There is one way we know humankind can survive. The idea that automation could ultimately replace humans is an old idea. The trick is to distribute power to every human to use AI as a tool for their own individual purposes. A decent example of this is how humans globally have allowed everyone to own a car. The law should allow humans to manufacture and possess AI tools responsibly. The tools themselves should be licensed for use. The law comes into play here. These must be like the laws that certify cars for use, the car manufacturers, that certify people who can use them, people who use the tools, and roads that they can drive over, how they can communicate their human-like capabilities. To stay alive, there must always be a human who is responsible to all other humans for the AI he makes, uses, or deploys. If people use a company to act on their behalf, they must still be personally held responsible as individual humans. AI machines must be legally enforced as the tools of humans. It must be illegal for AI machines to use humans as tools. This is because AI can make short work of taking human life. Like a car that loses its brakes and steering. Mistakes and missteps will happen. We are all, human and humanoid machine, just human after all. But by distributing power under law, we, the humans, can stay alive. How to get rich. As with everything about modern AI, humans have been in this place before. Monopoly is not allowed. People can sell services and products based on superhuman AI to other people, but not to the superhuman AI directly. The law must enforce existing laws that promote commerce and competition among humans. It is okay to have a better tool than someone else, as long as that someone else can get a better tool than you.